What's on, my handsome? It's Menace Studios again. Currently in the middle of an Explorer. It's all gone quiet. So I actually want to vlog about something that's very near to my heart, and that is Manchester United. Now, as I've alluded to in the previous video, United are my life. I love that club. Obviously, being in Cornwall, I don't have a chance to get up and see them much. But, you know, they're my boyhood club. Couldn't imagine supporting anyone else. But I just wanted to talk about what's happening with United this season. I mean, yes, we've had a spout of injuries, but who hasn't? Arsenal are backed by injuries. So just Arsenal. But in terms of management, in terms of our tactics, with Man United, we should be sweeping teams under the carpet. I mean, we should be in second or third place by now. For the season, I would like to see Van Gaal gone. If you get Mourinho, that would be an absolute masterstroke. There's also rumours we're getting Zlatan Ibrahimovic on a free. Now, I'm not part of the Ronaldo-Messi debate about who's better, because personally I think Zlatan's the best in the world. I mean, he's done it in most of the top leagues. Barca, I think he was at Milan for a time, and now he's doing it for PSG. So he's doing it in all the top leagues. You can't pass down Zlatan on a free, can you? Yes, I know he's going to be 34, but yes, he's knocking on a bit, but it's Zlatan. I mean, come on. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Would you turn down Zlatan for your team? Would you? But instead of focusing on the players that potentially are coming into the club, let's focus on the players that are already there. So let's work from the back to the front, starting with David De Gea. Oh my good God. Spanish Dave, best keeper in the world. Fact, better than Neuer. That is saying something. Neuer is the best right back in the world. De Gea is the best keeper in the world. I mean, if he's done with us, we could be 10th if we didn't have De Gea. We could be 10th. So he's been outstanding. Recently signed a long-term contract, which means absolutely nothing in football these days. So I don't know. Maybe Madrid will come in for him again. I mean, he is rated 25 million. But you don't know. I hope they don't. I hope they don't, because he's a top keeper. I want him to stay at United. Then we're working across the back lines. Matteo Darmian, right back. Showed promise very early on in the season, and then he got injured, and he's lost most of that sparkle which he had. He will be a top player in years to come. No doubt about that. He can fill in that right back well with ease. So, yeah, I highly rate him for the future. Phil Jones, constantly injured, but I think on his day is a class player. I highly rate Phil Jones. His right back, I mean his centre back partner, Chris Smalling. He's been outstanding this season. Basically, first name on the team sheet. He's carrying that team by himself, basically. Apart from David, obviously. I think he's going to be a right talent. One surprise this year has been Varela over at left back. Due to the fact that Wellhall and Blind are around to transfer in centre for some games, Varela's done really well over in the full-back position. So he's got points for the future as well. As I've alluded to there, Marcus Wellhall and Daley Blind. Wellhall's got promise. He should be well if he wasn't injured. He can't shoot. He should learn not to shoot. He can cross on certain days. So he's got promise as well. Daley Blind, however, I rated him when he came in. However, I don't think he cuts the mustard at United. I really don't. Hopefully he proves me wrong. But it just strikes me that I think we're playing him because we have no one else. If we get Mourinho in, or if we get a new manager in, the first thing we have to get is a new centre-back. I think a new centre-back will have to be a must. Someone that can take control of that well. Because ever since we lost Vidic, Ferdinand and Evra, that back line's all gone to pieces. Moving on up now, Bastian Schweinsteiger in the centre midfield. My God, what a signing. He's been injured, but when he hasn't been injured, he's just done okay. And for Bastian Schweinsteiger, okay is not enough. You know, he needs time to gel in at the club, time to play more, time to not get injured. So, you know, Bastian needs a bit of a wake-up call, really. His partner, Michael Carrick. It's a difficult one, because I idolise Carrick. Carrick's a leader. He used to be able to pass the ball well. He used to be able to spot a 60-yard pass. At the minute, coming this season, he's just run out of confidence. He's run out of ideas. I would still keep him at the club. I would still play him. Of course you would. He's Michael Carrick. He's amazing. Then you got Morgan Snidling. Great buy. Great passing technique. He could score goals if he's put in that position. So yeah, he's a great purchase. One for the future as well. But now for the most underrated player in our side, and that is Ander Herrera. What a player. I love Herrera. He's great on the ball. He's very tricky to get hold of. He's a fantastic player, and I just don't see why Van Gaal doesn't play him more than he does. I mean, yes, we have an overload on midfielders at the minute. However, after the next transfer window, we should be able to ship out a couple. Now, the biggest headache of them all is what Mata going to do? I love Mata. I do. He's brilliant. He's an excellent cam. He can pass the ball. He can score goals. He can also track back and defend if you need him to. He's a great midfielder. But now this is the problem. What is he going to do if Mourinho signs? Now we know there is a problem between him and Mourinho. Ever since Mourinho got rid of him at Chelsea, he sold him to us in the first place. So if he goes, that's a major loss. I mean, Ander Herrera can fit into that position, but he's not Juan Mata. Now the biggest fly in the ointment for me, which is the Belgium lanky Afro person, Marianne Fellaini. He came to the club, he's full of promise, he did well, but he's not cutting it, United. For me, I think he needs to go. Me personally, I think he needs to ship out of that club as quickly as possible. Moving on up to Jesse Lingard. He's done well this season, the young man. He's good, full of promise. Sometimes he's a little bit too greedy, taking shots when you don't need to. But that's young. Experience will counter that into his game very next on in his career. On the other side, the human enigma, that is Memphis Depay. Now what is going on with Depay this year? He's not high on confidence in a minute, and that's showing in his play at the minute. A very good game he has about 5 or 6 mediocre ones. And that's not good, especially in the Premier League, especially in Manchester United, to be fair. I would keep him. Moving on up to the strikers, let's start with the big elephant in the room, Wayne Rooney. He served that club throughout many years. Do I think he's holding past it? In certain respects. I mean, he's more of a cam player now. He's more dropping back away from the strikers, so he can pass the ball. He's getting like that when he needs to drop back a little bit now. I would still have him until he retires. I would not let him go because he's one of those you need him in your squad. How about the boy wonder kid? That is Anthony Martial. He's been played all on this season. He's a striker. He's an out and out up top striker, and he's been playing on the right wing. He needs someone out there with him. He needs to be in a 4-4-2 or 4-4-2 diamond. You know, I love Anthony. He's showing loads of promise. He's someone I would definitely have for many years to come. He can forge his name at United, and I think he will. Got to talk about Marcus Rashford, haven't we? Currently, as the time recording, he scored 5 and 8, 2 doubles and a single. Do you think England's duty is too much of a press to put on a young man like that? Yes. Yes, I do. I don't think he should be up for England for at least another 2 years. I mean, you're putting too much pressure on him, and that's been the downfall of many England players before him. He is a top player. He needs more nurturing. But no, I definitely wouldn't call them up for England. As for United, between Rooney, Martial and Rashford, if they're all fit, I would put it in that order. Rooney, Martial and Rashford. He's not the finished article, but my God, he's good. There's players I missed, notably two goalkeepers, Victor Valdez and Sergio Romero, who he did manage to get from Madrid before De Gea's transfer fell through. Victor Valdez, brilliant keeper. I don't know what Van Gaal has got against him, to be fair here. I really don't. I think he's a really good keeper, but he is a bearing on the wages right now, so a message to Van Gaal or the future manager, even include him in the squad or sell him. We move on to Sergio Romero. I think he's a good keeper as well. Maybe a loan season to keep him sharp if Valdez comes back into the fold. I don't know. Realistically, United should be aiming for top 4 pretty much every single season. That's a minimum top 4 Champions League. I just don't know what's happening this season. I really don't. Hopefully, if we get Mourinho in or the next manager, we've also heard about Laurent Blanc being mentioned, the PSG manager. That's probably where the Zlatan rumours come in, to be fair. If Blanc moves over, so will Zlatan. But I don't know, it's one of them, 6 one, half dozen of another. But, for United, we should be kicking it with the big boys, really. I mean, that's what we've always had to do, that's what we've always got to do. And, I'm hoping Mourinho comes in, shakes up the team, get Fellaini out, put Valdez back in the squad, and get a new centre-back. We don't need any centre midfielders, we've got plenty of they. Maybe another striker, maybe, I don't know. But certainly, I think, certainly a new centre-back, certainly. And if De Gea goes, hopefully he doesn't, but if he goes, maybe high-track Courtois from Chelsea, or see if you can get Neuer. I don't think those two will happen, but, that's come from a fan. But anyway, that's been the end of this video, me talking about my beloved Manchester United. It's been a pain to watch them this season, but they're my team, and as people always say, football is a second religion. You follow it all the way through your life without question, and the church is the game, or the stand, or the pub where you're watching the game. That is your altar, that is where you pray at, and that is where you see victory or defeat. So, but anyway, this has been Menace Studios, and all I've got to say is, thank you guys very much for watching this talk about video. If you like it, or if you want to see more of these, please put in the comments down below whether you'd like to see it, or press your like button if you want to, just to make sure you appreciate it a little bit, and press your subscribe button at the same time if you want to see more Menace. I've been Menace Studios. Thank you very much, guys, and I will see you in the very next video. Bye bye.